Very few derbies can claim to involve a clash between continents, but Istanbul is the city where East meets West, where Asia meets Europe. From the European side, Galatasaray, with Fenerbahçe representing the Asian side. Two giants of Turkish football going toe-to-toe once more. Undoubtedly high stakes. This will be fire. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is without question, based at least on history, the game in Turkish football. The honours, the titles that these two clubs have won set them apart.
It's a game that's always had a reputation for being one of the most heated of rivalries, and I really don't think there's any denying that. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. The fans certainly know how to make this atmosphere hostile and intimidating. All I hope is that this will be a game remembered for all the right reasons.
So it's down to business here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Ederson. He's got great technique, Peter, and for a goalkeeper, he's got the passing range of a top-class midfielder. I think his team will be looking to use him as a foundation from which to build both sustained spells of possession as well as quick counter-attacks. He's got a phenomenal left foot.
He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
But here's Aktakolu. Asensio, over to the left. Mercan got a long way forward to join the attack. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Bardaxi did well. Asensio! And that is wildly off target.
Fenerbahçe certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Good read, needed to be. Aktakolu. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yilmaz! Goal! Galatasaray! First blood drawn. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Fenerbahçe are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
It's a good run down the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked it up out wide. Sanchez gets a foot in here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Gundogan. Now it's Osimhen. And it's been played through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oosterwolde. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Jacobs. Half an hour played now. Oh, nice touch. Just eases him off the ball. Semedo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Alvarez. And he will... And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Singo carries the ball down the right.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ederson deals with that nice and simple. Opts for safety.
Galatasaray really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
It's a promising position. Ball swung. He gets big. Yes, it's in! Fenerbahçe are back on level terms. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And a terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this?
2 added minutes has
Alvarez.
been indicated.
Merjan. Fred. Alvarez. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Sané. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And there they are. Please welcome our
Well, it's been a
players,
proper
everyone.
derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Galatasaray are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So once again, we're underway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Fred. Now that looks a decent ball. Semedo gets into a good position. Bardakci defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Skriniar. And it's Semedo. Here's Asensio. That's a good foot in there. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Nice looking ball. Yilmaz picks it up out wide. Asensio. Asensio. Gundogan. Searching pass he's played there. Fred. Asensio. He's had it taken off him. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's been hiding in plain sight, but the opposition have been blind to it until now.
Merchan. And he has been fouled there. Asensio shifted it to the flank. Gundogan, who's set up one goal so far. Galatasaray have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution for Fenerbahçe, number 45. Coming on the field is number 53.
Akçakolu. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lemina is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nelson Semedo. That is good strength. Fenerbahçe claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Singo. And it's Sané. And here's Gundogan. And here's Osimhen.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Good ball, good take. Torreira. Now it's Osimhen. Tries to thread one through, and he's picked it up out wide. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Fenerbahçe, number 9.
So there's going to be another change here.
Akçakolu.
So a double
Number
change here,
94.
and both changes are offensive.
Coming on the field,
Yeah, and it looks like quite a
number
shake-up to the
70,
front line.
number
Interesting,
10.
we'll see how it develops.
Nelson Semedo. Asensio. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution.
Asensio. And it's Alvarez. Into the last quarter of an hour. Here's Asensio. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that has been slung wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, the defence... He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Skriniar. Knocks it into space. And he's picked out the run. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nice control. Looking for the run. Jakobs with the cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oosterwolde with the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shalai. Narrow Icardi. Played out towards the right wing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There shoots! And what a finish that might have been. Galatasaray looked for a second that they might steal it there, but we still have deadlock.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So to clarify...